Assalamualaikum. My name is Najihatul Azimah binti Rosslan. In this video, we will discuss the impact of Zakat in Malaysia. We will highlight the impact of Zakat on social and education development, inequality reduction, economic growth, and eradication of poverty. First of all, what is Zakat?
Zakat is an Arabic word which means clean, good, merciful, and grown. According to Dr. Yusuf Al-Qardawi, Zakat is a portion from properties of a person that is required by Allah to be given to those who are entitled. Among the main objectives of Zakat are to prevent concentration of wealth in a few hands, to reduce inequality, to fulfill the obligation of religions, to promote social justice, to eliminate poverty, and also as purification of the soul.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nurul Ain Husna, number 1910962.
COVID-19 pandemic is believed to cause a lot of people to lose jobs and sources of income, causing increasing number of households to fall under the poor category. One of the effects or roles of Zakat is to eradicate poverty, especially in the context of Malaysia. In Malaysia, for instance, according to a study by Ibrahim 2006, he found that the distribution of Zakat has effectively reduced the incidence of poverty, extent of poverty, and severity of poverty in Selangor. Zakat funds enable the poor to break out of the cycle of poverty, but the emphasis should be put on increasing Asnaf overall growth and productivity. The Zakat distribution system is still based on the periodic form of direct payment, where Asnaf is provided monthly or annually with Zakat money. Nevertheless, some instances have shown that direct payments decrease the motivation of Asnaf to function and end up relying on Zakat funds. Although the direct payment of Zakat is still appropriate, in particular for non-productive Asnaf such as the disabled and the elderly, it is recommended that Zakat be distributed to the poor and the vulnerable in the form of capital financing in order to encourage business among them. In the long run, the productive Asnaf is likely to be more independent and capable of sustaining themselves and their families, thereby overcoming poverty.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Uzma Syahzanani binti Azhar. Now, I will continue with the impact of Zakat on income inequality in Malaysia. The obligation to pay Zakat is in line with the idea of equality and justice under Islamic principles, which is also related with the concept of brotherhood in Islam. Income inequality occurs when there is a huge gap between the wealth of one population segment compared to another. In this context, these two groups of population are the zakat payer and the zakat receiver. There are many research which study on this topic in Malaysia, specifically in Selangor. Gini coefficient as well as Atkinson index of inequality are often used in order to determine whether post zakat is more equally distributed than pre-zakat assisted income distribution. As a result, most of them reveal that zakat distribution has a positive contribution in reducing income inequality and improving the welfare of society other than eradicating poverty. Each and every poor, the hardcore poor, and the vulnerable group of households in Malaysia will get better income distribution and higher welfare level through zakat distribution, which use hard kifayah as the poverty line. Therefore, it can be said that zakat could bridge the gap between the poor and the rich within the community in Malaysia.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nurul Taznim binti Ubayathullah. Other than the impact of eradication of poverty and income reduction, Zakat also have impact on the overall economic growth of a country. Economic growth is measured by the increase and decrease of percentage rate of real gross domestic product comparing one period or 1 year with another. So, how will Zakat give an impact on economic growth? When there is an increase in the amount of Zakat distribution, it will result in increase of consumption and economic growth. The Zakat received by Asnaf will be part of their income and it will result in increase of their total income. This will create an increase of money supply in the economy and also purchasing power for consumption. as the recipient of zakat are usually people with low level of income, poor and needy. The zakat income are most probably will be used for consumption of basic needs such as food, clothing and shelter. This will increase the demand and also production for the basic needs and also other goods and services. Hence, from this economic cycle, it can be seen that the collection and redistribution of zakat will give an impact on consumption and eventually help in increasing the economic growth of the country.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nur Maisarah, binti Mohd Ashseri. Zakat is not only important for the overall economic growth as well as the reduction of poverty. It is also very crucial for the development of the society in terms of their quality of life. The distribution of zakat is one of a tool that are used to help or to give assistance to some groups of people that are a little unfortunate, and that's include the asnaf groups, so that they can use that for their survival in life. Some of the aspects of life that have been assisted by zakat includes health and education, which both these aspects are really important for the betterment of life now or in the future. These both aspects, which health and education, can also help and lead to the economic growth of the country. To explain further, with both a good health and a good education, people get to work and getting an income, and this eventually will lead to an increment in productivity and the economic growth. Besides, with this specific distribution of zakat based on the aspects of life, the betterment of life can be realized in a shorter term. There are a lot of programs organized by zakat institutions to distribute the zakat funds accordingly based on the aspects of life.
In conclusion, every Muslim should play their role properly because the base in our society is trust.
To gain trust, the Muslim should promote transparency of the management of zakat institution.
Zakat is an obligation for Muslims, so by performing zakat, Muslims are completing their faith.